Hi everyone, I'm about week 24 and this is the 8th of June until the 14th of June, and this was a really busy week. It would have been a lot busier if we had moved house, but we didn't move house, and in all honesty I'm sort of done with the house move. It's so long-winded and we've been delayed again because lo and behold there's more paperwork that someone hasn't signed, so we're literally just waiting. So we've sort of done with requesting dates. It's now down to them to sort their stuff out and then finally come to us when they're ready to set a date, because I feel like we are literally, it's us and our sellers that are constantly providing new dates and no one's sticking to them. So we're just done, and we'll wait for them to be ready rather than us trying to hurry them along. We'll just wait. They do know we're in a rush and everything like that. They're hopefully not going to hold back, but it just means that we're not disappointed when the date comes and goes again, because the next date will be the 5th date that we've asked for, so we'll just see. So anyway, this week we came back from Zante, so we landed on the Sunday, and we just came straight home. And then Monday we was in the idea that we were moving house on Friday the 13th of this week. So when we came home, we was in proper sort of house move, sort of, what's the word, like just in the groove of house move basically. We were literally emptying everything. We went to the tip about 3 times. We were packing everything up, so we was really going for it on Monday, because we were hoping to, as I said, to move on Friday, but we didn't. So that first picture at the top is a picture of the tip. As I said, we spent pretty much most of Monday down there, just getting rid of all like boxes and just random stuff, like battered piece of the furniture that we couldn't sell on or give to people because they were just a bit battered at the end of the day. So yeah, we lived down there on Monday, so I just thought I'd take a picture. And this week I'm using the Day in the Life collection from Echo Park, which is the month collection, and I didn't get to use one in May because I'd already used that for a previous Project Life year, but I did have one for June, so I'm going to use that one for this week. I would have used a house collection for this week if we had moved house, and I am sort of waiting to use my house collection for the week that we actually move, but I decided on this one because it was pretty much like an admin-y sort of, I don't know, get things organised week. So I am going to put a little journal card next to that one at the top. Then the middle section, there will be a third part to this week. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to do the third part, because we did actually go and see Beyonce on Tuesday in London, and it was absolutely amazing. And I want to include quite a few photos, and I've got some memorabilia and things like that I want to include, but I want to do another insert. So I didn't include too many photos in this part of the week. The 2 photos I did include is a picture of me and Joe, which is going to go on the right side there. They've just put that little sticker on before we left to go to the concert. And then I did actually get to see in real life the all on the board message that these famous guys do. I don't know if they work at the Underground or if they just have relationships with the Underground, but they always write really cool messages on the London Underground or specific London Underground whiteboards, and I actually got to see one in real life, and they wrote one about the Beyonce concert that was in London for over a week. So I took a picture of that one, which was really fun to see in real life. I'm going to use the Days of the Week card on one side. I'm going to write about what I did that week, and then I'm going to use that Life is Magical, because it was an absolutely incredible concert. I'm so glad we got tickets. It was very expensive, but we had standing tickets, but we actually ended up sitting down, which was amazing. But I won't go into too much detail because obviously I'm going to do another layout for that whole experience, but I did want to include some bits of it because obviously it was pretty much our whole Tuesday. So we travelled down to London on the day of the concert, checked into a hotel, went to the concert and then stayed in London. And then on Wednesday, we travelled back up north very early so I could go back to work for midday. So that picture down the bottom is a picture of Joe on the train. I think we got on about the 8 o'clock train from King's Cross. So yeah, just a picture of Joe on the way back up, and I went straight back to work afterwards. I think Wednesday was the day that we were going to cut it and be like, no, we're not moving on Friday because we just don't have enough time now. So we knew by then that we weren't moving, but at least we still got to do everything we wanted to do this week, and we still managed to declutter and get a lot of stuff done. So when we do get a date again, it's not going to be as much work. So I'm going to put another journal card. This week has loads of journal cards. I think there was 2 filler cards, maybe just 1 actually. And the rest were all just journal cards, which is fine because I did have a lot to write about this week. I don't have that many stickers left, so I'm trying to sort of space them out throughout the next sort of 6 months, because I do have a collection for each of the months now. I think I didn't have one for January or May, but yeah, the rest of the year I do. So I need to sort of space the stickers out a little bit. One exciting thing we did do, I think it was Thursday, to make ourselves feel a bit better about the house move not happening again. We booked our first 2026 holiday, and we are going skiing in January. So that would be really fun. I know how to ski, but I've only really skied once. So I'm actually going to take a lesson. Once we've moved house, I'm going to book myself in for a day lesson at the dry ski place that we have down the road, and actually just get myself a bit confident so that I can fully enjoy the ski holiday. But it is Joe's choice. Joe loves skiing, so we thought we'd go, and we're going to Andorra, which is really exciting because we've both never been, and yeah, it would be an adventure. So we booked that. So I'm excited for that one. That's our first 2026 holiday that we've got booked. As I said, normally we would have had a load of things booked by now, but there's so much going on next year, and Joe's holiday leave got delayed and everything like that, and obviously with the house move we just haven't really been thinking about it. But yeah, we will be booking some more things as the couple of weeks go on. I'm hoping to get our June holiday sorted for next year, but I'm just trying to not coincide with my friend's hen do and things, so I just need to work that out. But yeah, so I'm just going to stamp on my dates, and obviously the week 24, and then that is everything for this part of the week. The second part of the week is just as busy, but a few bits at home, and then I do actually end up going back down to London for another concert that I had booked as well. So if we had moved on Friday, I would have been really busy. I would have been down in London twice that week, and working and just all sorts. I had a load of admin to do as well. So yeah, just a really busy week. And yeah, I don't see it calming down anytime soon, but it's always nice to be a bit busy. And the weather's actually quite decent, so it's quite nice to be doing all these concerts and things in nice weather rather than it being absolutely terrible and raining and things. But yeah, I will be doing a Cowboy Carter insert a bit later on, but I'll go through that in the next part. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Bye.